Coral Gables calls itself the City Beautiful, and honestly, it is. But that beauty comes with some rules that might surprise you.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Today, I'm giving you the pros and cons of living in Coral Gables in 2026. No sales pitch, no fluff, just the truth to cut through to help you understand what's awesome about living in Coral Gables and what you might not expect about living in Coral Gables. And stick around for the end when there's something I'm going to share that might be a little bit surprising about Coral Gables. And it will help you understand if it's right for you and your family or not. I'm Lindley Chirobia. I'm a residential realtor here in Miami. I specialize in Coral Gables in South Miami. I actually grew up here. I've lived here pretty much my whole life, except when I went to college and for 3 years afterwards, but I came right back to Miami. And I know these streets like the back of my hand because I drive them every single day. I know Coral Gables very well because my parents used to live there. We know the good, the bad, and the ugly, and that's what I'm sharing with you today. I don't mean to knock it. I don't mean to oversell it. I just want to point out a few things that you might not know if you were Googling, what's it like to live in Coral Gables? So let's get right to it. Pro number one, the city really is beautiful. So they take beauty very seriously in Coral Gables. A lot of the homes have red tile roofs. In fact, they only allow tile roofs in Coral Gables because they think those are the prettiest. Another thing is they don't like trash bins on the curb. So on trash day, the Coral Gables trash department actually walks to the back of your property, gets the trash bags out of the trash bins and carries them in a wheelbarrow to the trash truck because they don't want those ugly bins on the street 2 days a week on trash pickup days. They take keeping it beautiful very seriously. Now, con number one to Coral Gables is those same rules that apply to keeping the city beautiful can sometimes be a little bit annoying. For example, if your lawn is too long, they will put a violation on your house and tell you to cut it. If your roof is dirty, they will put a violation on your house and tell you to pressure clean it. If you want to paint your house a certain color, you have to get permission from the city. I remember my parents one time wanted to paint their house white and got a little bit of a pushback from the city about the white that they chose because they wanted my parents to pick a white that was already approved. So having this kind of beautification seriousness comes with its own set of rules that some people honestly find a little bit annoying. Pro number two, Coral Gables sits right in the middle of everything without really feeling like it. So if you live in Coral Gables, especially if you live in the North Gables, your drive to the airport might be 7 minutes. What? You're a 15-minute drive to Brickell in downtown. You're a 20-minute drive to Miami Beach. You can get south to Pinecrest and Palmetto Bay in minutes. You are literally in the heart of the city. Expressways are close, the airport is close, everything that you need is so close. It's just easy to get anywhere quickly if you live in Coral Gables. However, it doesn't feel like you're in the middle of everything. You have tree-covered streets, you have beauty that's not existent in many other parts of Miami because of the way that Coral Gables was built and planned. So while you're right in the middle of it, you would never really know it if you drove through there because it's so beautiful and peaceful. It's not what you'd expect when you're in the middle of, a bustling part of Miami. Pro number three, Coral Gables is not just one thing. It's not just primarily homes or like Pinecrest doesn't really have a city center. It's just really a residential area. Coral Gables has homes, townhomes, condos, duplexes, a very, very busy business district, commercial district. It's got a little bit of everything. It is, in fact, a planned city. So it feels like it has a nice variety of all different kinds of things, whether it's homes or condos or businesses, car dealerships, restaurants. The city has a little bit of everything, which makes it fun because it's not so homogenous. Pro number 4, Coral Gables has amazing schools. And I think that's what draws a lot of people to living in the Gables. You have St. Thomas Episcopal, St. Philip's, another Episcopal day school. I mean, the list of schools, the public school options in Coral Gables are exceptional, and the private school options are as well. You also have charter schools in Coral Gables. You have magnet schools in Coral Gables. Some of the best schools in all of Miami-Dade County are located either in or very close to Coral Gables, making it a wonderful place for families to put down roots and raise their kids. Now, con number 2, I would say, is the price per square foot. Because Coral Gables is so in demand and it's so pretty, it does have some of the highest values in the greater Miami area, which means you don't get quite as much square footage for your buck as you would in other places. Right now, in 2026, the median price of a home in Coral Gables is $2 million, and the average price per square foot is right around just below $1,000 a foot. So what you're buying is probably smaller, it is smaller than what you can get in most other parts of Miami, and it's a trade-off. If you want to live in the city beautiful, you pay the price. Con number 3, I would say, is that a lot of the housing stock is older. So because Coral Gables was established in 1926, a lot of the development of Coral Gables happened in the 20s and 30s and 40s, and then a significant amount of development happened from the 50s to the 70s. So a lot of the homes that are available in the Gables that people live in are getting older. There's not a lot of new homes in the Gables. Most of the housing stock is older, and that comes with its own set of challenges for a buyer. You might have old pipes. You might have old roofs. There might be things inside the house that need to be updated. Perhaps it's electric, or a whole slew of things that come with buying older homes. So because it's an older community, which is what makes it so charming, the flip side of that coin is the houses there tend to need more work than if you were buying a home in one of the newer neighborhoods in Miami. So here's what it really comes down to. Are you buying a home in Coral Gables because you love the city beautiful and you love everything that comes with it? Or are you just buying a home in Coral Gables because you were told it's the prettiest part of town?
Is that so?
That is so.
But you don't really realize what comes with buying a house in that part of town. You need to be ready to embrace the rules. You need to be ready to embrace the enforcements that the city puts on the residents who live there. You need to play by the rules or you're gonna end up being frustrated. But if you choose to live in Coral Gables, there's just so much to love about it. I think it's a beautiful place to live, a beautiful place to raise a family. Frankly, you could live there from before you started a family until well after you've raised your family, because it has all those kinds of options for the people that live there. I think it's a spectacular place to call home. I just love it. But I do think if you're going into it, you need to know what comes with the good. There's always some bad. So I hope this video helped display some of that so you could understand it a little bit better. So let's wrap it back up. Pro number 1, the city beautiful is really beautiful. Pro number 2, you are living in the middle of Miami without really feeling like you're living in the middle of Miami. Pro number 3, it's not just one thing. It's an eclectic assortment of different living options, commercial options. It's got a little bit of everything, meaning it's a nice melting pot of all different kinds of things for people who live there. And pro number 4, it has some of the best schools in town. Con number 1, the regulations are real. There are a lot of rules that you have to follow and abide by if you live in the city, so be ready for that. Con number 2, the price per square foot is pretty high. So just know you're not gonna get bargain basement if you're living in Coral Gables, you're gonna pay the price. And con number 3, the housing stock tends to be on the older side of what else is available in the greater Miami-Dade County area. If this helped you and you're exploring whether or not you want to live in this slice of Miami, then I encourage you to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on this video. I post a video every week about what's happening in and around Coral Gables to keep people like you aware of what's happening in this gorgeous city. If you click the Calendly link in the video description, we can book a call to help you understand more about what it's like to live here. I answer every comment that gets posted on these videos. It's not a computer, it's not a bot, it's me. I would love to have the chance to talk to you and understand what you are looking for in your search to find your new home in Miami. Reach out to me anytime. I'd be super happy to talk. Lindley Cherobia with Real Broker. Talk to you soon.